I generally know when I'm starting to have a little bit of withdrawal symptoms when it comes to something when I start like daydreaming about it. And like I gotta say for at least the past week I've been dreaming all kinds of Tower of God scenarios in my head where like I'm a new irregular and I appear on the floor to help fight Kallavan. All kinds of nonsense going on in my head. This is clearly a sign that I haven't, spoken, thought, or read Tower of God in so long. So in the spirit of me going crazy because I don't have my crack. So I want to talk about some of the things that I'm excited to see or would like to see in the upcoming. I want to say next kind of mini story arcs of the overall war. So let's hop right in.
I got no time to parlay, unless it's big checks or parlays. I've been rich, it's not far away. Light the spliff and I stargaze. Consultation with the constellations. They said the world was in a dark phase. It got me desperado for protection. Carry big strap in a guitar case.
And oddly enough, one of the first things that I actually want to see, and this is something that we can see much further down the line, but I just need it for myself because I do think this is the one of the strangest things SIU has done with this series this season is we had Bam train, and instead of us really showing off the fruits of labor of his training, yes, we know we've seen the infinite Shinsu stuff. We know he's just stronger in general, and there was that chapter we beat the ranker. I got all that, but the fact that as soon as he kind of hit a wall in terms of who he was facing, he just started pulling out new things again as per usual. I get it's Bam, it's his thing, it's fine, it's irregular, I got it. But I just think it's a very strange decision to take a 2 year time skip and then have your main character constantly pull out new attacks in the heat of battle, and he's going whatever. Like it's just, I think it's insulting personally. Like why can't you flash back to like if you went to this battlefield and you did this and Evankill taught you some flame shield, like that would, to me it makes more sense. I want to see specifically what Evankill taught Bam. That's something that I want to see. I don't care. I do care, but I'm not the battlefields he completed. What did you specifically, Inferno and Evankill, what did you teach him? I need to see that. I would like a proper showcase for Karaka in terms of his overall ability, so I can kind of have a real understanding of where he is. I do think in the terms of where he ranks amongst the Slayers we've seen, he's obviously third to White and Yama. I think they've done a good job in kind of boxing him in like Bam is the upcoming baby monster, and you are the kind of more recent monster. You're still you were a ranker, now you're a high ranker now, which I still think was kind of BS, but it is what it is. And like sometimes when things happen, Croco will be the only one that gets caught off guard or scratched by an attack by the Elder or something of that sort. So it's like it's constantly sort of putting him in his place, so to speak. But what went down with him and Bam versus Kallavan was not it. It hurt to watch. It's kind of pathetic in a lot of ways. I have a video on it if you really want to hear my thoughts on that, so I'm not going to really go into it, but I need a proper combat showcase. I'm really hoping that he gets to at least make some type of name for himself in the war. My initial thing was I thought he would put in enough work in the operation to get Hajin Sung that he would actually go from ranker to high ranker or perhaps advanced ranker. But that is what it is. But speaking on that too, Yama at full power versus Yasratcha. I do think that the three brothers are gonna end up eventually, basically facing him down. So it's gonna be the cat, Yasratcha versus the three brothers. But I think Doom is gonna have to use the Fang in order to somewhat temper or control what Yasratcha can do to the K9 people and whatnot. I call them Houndborns, but K9 people, and I want to see Yama actually go full transformation and then see him kind of have that all out battle with Yasratcha, because I think I can't get it out my head that Kel Helm said that he was exuding power on par with that of the first generation of Slayers, and Yama hadn't fully transformed yet. And if we can kind of see where that sphere of power lies, we can get a pretty decent grasp on how powerful the first generation of Slayers were, or at least are perceived to be, and we can move from there. Because one thing with Tower of God that I've been trying to kind of wrap my head around recently was because with the introduction of Blue Holes and Kel Helm coming up with Soul and whatnot, and thinking about the fact that there's still other floors we haven't experienced. I'm thinking there's I've said it before, but there's this hidden, unknown tier of strength of monsters just lurking in the tower that are not at all ranked, or were not ranked, or haven't been ranked in so long that history has forgotten about them. So I'm interested to see those type of people popping up. But yeah, that battle is gonna be really good. Now, this one isn't so much more what I want or what I'm interested in, but I'm interested in, but I don't know what they're gonna do with Kallavan. I think Kallavan is in a really weird situation, a weird spot, and with the way that it's looking, Bam shouldn't be able to beat him, and maybe there'll be another time for like their third and final showdown type beat. Maybe they end up saving Hajin Sung, and they kind of pull out and kind of run away. But here's just bear with me for a second. Personally, I don't know in what army it kind of makes sense for you. Like, if I say this guy goes and he really does body like Boric and kind of doesn't really chase Bam and whatnot, and like, so let's say he becomes a good commander again, like Boric, whatever. Yasratcha gets fucked up, Bam then escaped, Hajin Sung is there, like, he's not keeping that spot, right? Like, that can't be right. I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't know how the inner workings work. Apparently, based on what happened with Kallavan, he was supposed to just be out here, but Adori likes him enough that he got to stay in or get demoted only. So, just generally what's going to happen with Kallavan, I'm kind of intrigued with. I think it would be pretty cool if, after this is all said and done, obviously he's excommunicated from the army or kicked out, whatever the case is, because he's gonna fail the mission in a sense. So you can't fail the mission and be like, oh yeah, I'm the new 5th Corps commander again. It's gonna be really weird. But what if he's a rogue? What if he has to go rogue now? What if now he's like this wanted, war criminal, plus they thought he sympathized with the other side, all kind of stuff, insubordination, treason, he killed Captain Liboric, all like. And then now this guy's on his own path. You have this monster in the tower doing his own thing, but low key at the same time, he's hunting for Bam. And then when they meet, it's more like Kallavan's not a part of the army. He's just this rogue wanderer on some Ryu shit. Like, he just has no shoes, his dirty ass gi in one bag, and he's walking around the tower looking for fights. So I don't know. It's kind of out there. I think so. I definitely think SLU has something more interesting in plan for him, but I was just throwing it out there because I just think that he's in an interesting spot. And I want to see Yuri. I need a Yuri scene. I think a Yuri scene, there's a flashback with when she turned herself in, what's going on with her, how the family is reacting, something related to Yuri. Just kind of itchy. I just kind of need some info. I really enjoyed what the princesses did in the last station. Yuri, Mashani specifically Yuri, but I really want to see her. But I actually said I think I said lastly, but obviously, this is not an arc specific thing. But I'd always say when it happens, it's gonna be important. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but we still haven't seen Rachel in a hot minute, and we know she got them wishes. Where is she at? Where's Lahel? Michelle Light. Like, obviously, like, I don't like Rachel, but I do think that her return is gonna be something crazy. As for like some of the upcoming matches, I'm interested in seeing. I don't really have too many, just because I actually don't know what each of Yasratcha's members could really do. We did get some brief introductions to them back at the wall before they pulled out. So a lot of people are asking me what I think the matchups are going to be, and I honestly don't know. And I'm not particularly dying to see any specific matchup except for really cat versus dog. I'm trying to see Yama take that nigga out because I don't fuck with Yasratcha. I don't at all. Even though we all know who's really going to kill him. It's the goat man, too raw. Anywho, I want you guys to let me know what upcoming things you really want to see, are excited to see, are interested in, or anything in that sphere. About the upcoming Tower of God stuff when we come back from hiatus. It's been a while. I'm going crazy. I've been thinking about Tower of God like mad, nonstop. I know it's bad when I'm thinking about myself in the tower. I'm like, what kind of allies would I have? Like, okay, yeah, you need help. I'm be out though. Bring back my regulars. Where's Ran? Where's the Knack? Let Elaine do something.
Your tears all falling, my heart is froze. Can't talk to me, but I can't